We are tuning the Nissan Z today, boys. We've had this car for a couple months now, and we've been running on catless downpipe for a little too long without a tune, and today we're going to be doing exactly that with the help of our friends over at Sonic Tuned. Today we are finally going to be tuning the Nissan 400Z. I am so freaking excited. This car is pretty fast as it is. I can't even imagine it going any faster. Honestly, we really haven't done many performance mods. All we have is a fully catless downpipe along with a catback. I don't have intakes or anything on this thing, so I'm really curious to see how much faster it's gonna feel. Not only is it gonna feel faster, but it's also gonna run a lot better. When you go catless downpipes on these cars, you should definitely be getting a tune. My excuse is that we just kept pushing it off, and now we're 3,000 miles deep into catless downpipes without a tune, which really isn't good, but that's what we're gonna be fixing today. So like I said, we're gonna be getting tuned by Sonic Tuned. Apparently he's like the 400Z tuner. Now obviously there's not a lot of 400Zs out there, let alone 400Zs that are tuned. So it's really hard to find a tuner that's like known for tuning these cars. Luckily I was able to find Sonic Tuned. I talked to a bunch of other Z owners that he tuned. They said their cars ran great, so that was good enough for me. I went ahead and got my ECU tech kit from him. Also his website is super helpful. There's like a whole page where it tells you the entire tuning process of what's gonna happen, so you kind of have an expectation of how it's going to go. Also on his website, he thoroughly explains everything in detail of what you need to do. So going into this, I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to get this done without needing too much assistance. Go ahead, open this ECU tech kit up, and we got a nice little note from our boy. Thank you for choosing Sonic Tuned. Please flip this card over and scan the QR code with your phone's camera to get started. That's a lot of information. Holy crap. I'll go ahead and get the scanned, but let's check out what comes in the package. We got a little Sonic Tuned card. We got some Sonic Tuned stickers. Oh, these are like the decals that go on the back of your card. We got a little OBD2 port reader, so I guess this is like the thing that connects with your phone. Obviously it connects into the OBD2 port, and then it just relays information onto your phone. And then we got a little USB wire if we want to connect it to a computer. So before even recording this, I already went ahead, downloaded the app, and then created an ECU Tech account. Now I'm at the point where it's saying, please check the front label and select your model. So it gives you like two options, one to pick from, whichever one you have. And then on the back of the OBD2 port reader, it says BTLE, so BTLE, baby. I'm pretty sure you don't have to be like a genius to do any of this stuff because they have such clear instructions. Insert your ECU Tech vehicle interface into the OBD socket. So we just go ahead, plug this bad boy in, continue scanning. Please set passcode to ensure you can only, oh, I can't let y'all see this. Gonna select a super secretive passcode, and it's definitely not 6969. To be honest with you guys, I'm a pictures guy, so the fact that there's pictures and instructions is freaking awesome. So we connected the OBD in. Now we click the little gear right there. Okay, add or remove. Add or remove, boom, right there. Look at that. Main menu, my car. Scroll down and select program ECU. Program ECU. Send vehicle info to tuner. Send to Sonic Tune. Success. So I sent over the information to the tuner. I'm gonna go ahead and text him. Okay, so the next step is essentially just email him a mod list of exactly what I have done to the car, and he said be very specific even with what tires you have, because I guess that could even change a tune a little bit, which I didn't even know that was a thing, but I guess it's a thing. So I'm gonna email him over everything about my car. He wants to know what fuel I'm gonna be running, if it's a rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. That's obviously with the Q50s or Q60s, and then if it's auto or manual, which we are manual, baby. So that's pretty simple. And I just want to state this right now that I don't want to come off as anyone that thinks they know how to tune. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just bringing you guys along with me throughout this whole experience because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm kind of just learning with you guys. And hopefully when you guys do it, you guys kind of know what to do from watching me, and whatever mistakes I make, I want you guys to learn from it. And also I just want to bring you guys along for the process because I think this is kind of fun. Let's go ahead, email him over the entire mod list, and then wait for him to respond. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the car is extremely dirty right now. It hasn't been washed in a little while, and of course of all days, today we have to wash it. The hottest freaking day of the year. Your complete modification list for being tuned is being made. It is imperative that you are very detailed with exactly which parts you have on. I'll be alright. 2023 Nissan Z, manual transmission, AAM, fully catless downpipes, MAP catback, Toyo R888s. Don't know if that's gonna matter. They're technically not slicks and I can't grip anyway, but better to give him this information than not. 93 octane and rear wheel drive. We should be good to go. Let's go ahead and send it. And now we wait. I cannot wait for this thing to get tuned. We're gonna add some spice to this tune. I already talked to him about it. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm really excited to show you guys. I'll pick up the camera once we get the base mat back from him, and then we'll go on from there. I connected the Z to the battery charger because on his website it says that when you're uploading the base mat, it is very important to have a battery charger, because if you don't, the battery can die, your ECU gets locked, and then you have to pay a bunch of money for no reason to unlock your ECU, and it's just a whole hassle that I don't want to run into. So to play it safe, rather than a jumper pack, I'm actually using a battery battery charger that actually connects into an outlet, because we are taking no chances here. But we have the base map back from Sonic Tune, and we are ready to go ahead and install it, baby. So we officially have the base map, which we can load onto the Z now. The ECU tech instructions are pretty straightforward, but I still do have a lot of questions, even though they have directions. What's really cool about the Sonic Tune website is that it thoroughly explains everything to you, stuff that the ECU tech really doesn't. So on the Sonic Tune website, it says that don't connect a jumper pack to your car because it might not work. And it tells you exactly how much it's going to be if you lock your ECU and how much it'll cost to unlock it. And it just kind of gives you a little warning, which I appreciate, because if I didn't see this warning, I just wouldn't know to connect my car to a charger during this tuning process. I feel like your average person wouldn't know that. So it's really cool that Sonic Tune has everything thoroughly written out on his website. Yeah, see right here, it says if you brick the ECU, you'll need to purchase a desk key and be charged $150 unlock, and it'll make your car unusable. Damn. So that would suck. So it's really cool that he took his time, wrote everything out, because if you're somebody like me who doesn't know what the heck they're doing, you read this and then you kind of know what you're doing. So it helps a lot. So the car is connected to a source of power. We got everything unplugged, everything turned off. Now open up the ECU Tech app and go to My Car. Once you've selected My Car, scroll down to Program ECU. In order to minimize the risk of failures, we require a test. Okay, start test. Cool. This will take a few minutes. Let's just sit in this burning hot car for a couple more minutes while we toast up. I feel like I'm a potato inside of an oven just baking, and by the end of this I will be a baked potato. Right now it is just testing, not sure what that means, but it's testing, baby. Yo, while we wait, I just want to show you guys this. No, it just turned off. The car just turned off. Nissan, you're fucking me up. Why did it just turn off? On the screen it still says testing. Kind of scared. Great, everything is working as expected. You can now proceed and program the ECU. All right, I'm kind of scared right now that the car is gonna turn off. I'm gonna keep playing around with shit, so hopefully it doesn't. We're gonna program the ECU, baby. Program, do not leave the app. Cool, I promise I won't. Let's go. Look at that. We're tuning, baby. Oh, this is so exciting. Right now, all we're doing is a base map. So from my understanding, it's just a map that I'm going to run on for a little bit, and then I'm going to send all my information, whatever that base map learned, is going to go to the tuner. The tuner is going to see how the car is running and then make adjustments according to that. That's my understanding of it. There's probably a little bit more specifics, but that's like a general idea of basically what a base map is. So right now with this base map, it's not going to be like a power map or anything like that. We're just going to be driving around, I think, normally, letting the car idle, all that good stuff, just so that the tuner gets the information that is needed to tune this car accordingly. 100%, let's go! Please turn the ignition off. Ignition off. Please turn the ignition on. God damn, I never seen that high. Jesus. Programming successful. Close. Okay, cool. All right, let me disconnect that. Once the car has successfully programmed with the base map provided to you, you are ready to move on to the next step. So once complete, click here for step 3. I love this, bro. Do not beat on the car before instructed to do so by your tuner. That's funny. Okay, so where do we go from here? Data logging. Ooh, I found it. I got it. So I was just stuck for a little bit. It took me probably like 20 minutes to figure this out, but this card, this nice little card that he gives you, which, you know, says like, thank you for choosing Sonic Tune. On the back of it is all the parameters that he wants you to choose. So we unchecked everything, and now we're gonna check off exactly the parameters that he wanted us to. So for example, accelerator sensor number 1 right there. Accelerator sensor number 1 checked off. Next, AFR bank 1, AFR bank 1 right there. So basically we're just gonna go down this entire list and then check off all the boxes on the screen. It is now time to send an idle test log. All right, car starts, that's good. We gotta wait for the car to get up to temperature now. The car's been idling for a couple minutes. It says not to data log it until the car's up to temperature. So coolant temp just got to 185 degrees. That means the car is now up to temperature, meaning we can start the data log. So it says that the data log is only gonna be logging for about 10 seconds, which is really nothing. I thought I was gonna have to go out and drive the car, something like that, but nope, it's just 10 seconds of idling. All we have to do is make sure that the car is up to temperature, which it now is. Go into the app. I guess I just click start. Yeah, that's good. More than 10 seconds. We're good. Stop. Cool. 10 seconds. Send to Sonic Tune. So now that he has the idle log, this kind of tells him how this car is running and what adjustments he has to make for this car. So he's gonna send me another log in a little bit, and then we're gonna go out and do some 3rd gear pulls, which is gonna be a little scary because 3rd gear pulls, I'm doing triple digits, I think, in 3rd gear, right? Yeah, so we're gonna have to find a wide open road. I don't do pulls in this car. Yeah, this car is fast. I don't do pulls. You see how much camber this thing has? We heard back from the tuner. He wants me to do a little data log run. In 3rd gear, we're gonna go from 2800 RPM RPMs all the way up to 7,000, which is red line. I don't know if I can do that. I'm gonna try. He told me don't do multiple times. He said if you mess up, just leave it. Like, we don't want to risk blowing up the motor. This is just a data log. It's a little nerve-wracking. We're gonna have to go that fast. Obviously, this is not on public roads. We're doing it on a closed course. We're gonna do a little data log run, send it over to the tuner, and from there on, he's gonna be able to make some adjustments going on forward. Okay, third gear, start. We're at 2,800-ish. Foot to the floor! That was easy, that wasn't bad. I was bugging. That wasn't bad. So he sent over a new map 3. This is the race map, which is, this is apparently the fast boy log. So we got back map number 3. Now he wants me to do a pull, the same pull that we just did on map number 3. This is gonna be like the power pull. He still has to make some adjustments, but we go into my car, go to map switching. Look at that. We got low boost, high boost, race, and flame.
Whoa.
That was a little surprise. We were gonna put a flames tune in. You gotta, you know what I mean? You kind of have to.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to control it, but that's fun. That's too much fun. Start. Foot to the floor. Alright, that was a good pull. That was a good pull. That felt kind of fast, I'm not gonna lie. So we have revision number 1. We've just put revision number 1 into the car. Now we're gonna make sure that we are still on map number 3. You said that specifically, so I wanna make sure I do it. And then we're gonna do the same pull again. Let's go, let's do that again. I don't mind doing these pulls, you know what I mean? And I'm not doing them just because like I want to. I'm doing them because it's for the betterment of the car. So I have to do it. Quick shift into third, start.
Sent you the next revision. So start the data log, get me a third gear pull, end the data log and send it. And then go into fourth gear, start the data log, get me as much of fourth gear as you can. The more fourth gear you get, the better. Like let's say you put it in fourth gear, you get the RPMs up pretty high, and then you let off and you touch the gas a little bit, and it's gonna throw some pretty big flames at night.
Fourth gear pull, let's go. Alright, so fast forward about like almost a year. I think the last clip that you guys just saw was literally recorded about 10 months ago, which is insane. I don't know where time went. I haven't really been posting or anything, but we are back to the regular scheduled content. I was almost gonna trash this video, but I figured, hey, we still have the car. It's still running on the same tune. The tune has been nothing but fun. This thing runs absolutely amazing. I've driven this thing a whole lot. I still haven't gotten around to put this thing on a dyno yet. I think this is gonna make somewhere in the 450 range. It's gonna be insane. We're definitely gonna have to put it on a dyno soon. You guys saw this thing spits some absolutely gnarly flames. I'm really not on the flames tune a lot, so I don't really know how to make this thing shoot like the massive flames I've seen other people do from the same tune, but this thing has definitely been a ton of fun. One of the fastest cars I have ever owned. The rear tires almost never grip, and it's not because of the camber, because we killed a lot of the camber. In the last clip, if you guys remember, we had some crazy camber going on. We toned it down a whole lot in this past month. Now I am gripping just a little bit better, and I can really drive this car a lot more because the tires aren't wearing out faster. So for this car in specific, I decided to pretty much kill the camber. I've been having so much fun driving this thing. Huge shout out to Sonic Tune for making this thing the absolute beast that it is. If you guys have a VR30 or a Nissan or anything that's similar to this, I highly recommend you guys check out Sonic Tune. He is an amazing tuner. Every time I've ever had a question about this car or engine or anything, he's been super helpful. So I highly suggest you guys go check him out. So we have a few minor changes coming to this car real soon. We already took out some of the camber, but it's time for a color change. It's been almost a whole year with this color. You guys know me, I can't stick with the color for longer than a year, so we're gonna go ahead and change it up a little bit. And we have a few more little things coming, but that will all come with time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.